The Tarot Biz Mentor here from the Profitable Psychic Business Academy. Welcome to another video. I'm so excited to be here. It's been a little while, but I have some really exciting and interesting information for you today. So something that has been coming up a lot in the Facebook group and just in general is about this idea of wanting to read tarot or oracle cards more intuitively. People have been really interested in that lately. So I actually struggled for a really long time to read intuitively. It was very difficult for me, and it was like almost impossible to really understand what reading intuitively really meant. People would tell me just to read what comes up, or to use my intuition, or to use my psychic abilities. And before I really started working on my psychic abilities, I really had no understanding of what that even meant. So it was just like really unhelpful information. So I really want to help you guys learn how to read tarot and oracle cards more intuitively, because you're going to be able to get more information out of a card than just going by the book, right? Now, that's not to say that there isn't a place for the book type learning when it comes to tarot cards, especially because there's the whole aspect of having the astrological correspondences, the numerological correspondences, the Kabbalistic correspondences, the elemental correspondences, and the elemental dignities and things like that. So don't get me wrong, there's plenty of ways to pull extra information out of the cards utilizing a more academic approach. That was my first introduction to reading tarot, was through that approach. I actually have some great workshops on the Academy site at www.theprofitablepsychic.com. I have the astrology of tarot, I have how to do chakra readings with tarot, and I also have the numerology of tarot. So please give those a look and see if that's something that you would be interested in. Now, let's say that you have either learned all of that, or you've learned a little bit, or you're just not really interested in picking up tarot cards and learning about the Kabbalistic tree of life and the paths and all that kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I'm like, there's a place for that and it does enhance your readings, but sometimes you just want to see what kind of comes up. You really want to expand and exercise your intuition and your psychic abilities. So how can we do that in a way that is like really easy for people to understand, and you get more information than just read whatever comes up for you, because that's not really helpful. So one of the things that I really like to do, I'm going to take you through my three-step process here. It's very simple, and you might at the end of it be like, is that really what reading intuitively is all about? And yes, that is the basis, the foundation of reading intuitively. And then the real really important information, or the real psychic information, can kind of flow in if you follow this three-step process. So first and foremost, the first step is to try to disassociate yourself from all of the book meanings and all of the classes and everything you've already taken about what each of the tarot cards or the oracle cards mean. This method will work for both tarot and oracles, okay? So the only thing is the oracles, hopefully they're scenic and they have like people, or they're really descriptive artistically. That would be the only thing that I'd be like, well, maybe this wouldn't work if it was like, just like a Lenormand type of oracle. Might not necessarily work for that because it's just like one symbol, whereas this is really meant for like cards and systems that have lots of individual little, things and little symbols and people on it and expressions, okay? So the first and foremost, you want to kind of forget what you've learned already through the book. You want to put the book down, put the little white book down. I know it's really confusing when you're starting to learn anyways, simply because every book has a different meaning, right? It's one of those things, like every book has a different meaning. It means this in this book, it means this in this book, or it means similar things but not exactly, and so it can get really confusing. So put that down and just look at the card itself. You have this amazing capacity as a human being to look into the card and get intuitive information. A lot of us aren't used to doing that, but it's a natural talent that we all actually have. So So looking into the picture of the card, what is going on inside the picture, not what you think the card should mean based off of this person's like interpretation of it, but just what do you see? It's a very like living now in the moment type of situation where you're looking at the card and just start, number 2, talking about what's going on in the card. Okay, so for example, if we're talking about the Two of Swords, some of the book meanings might be being at a crossroads or having to make a decision or not wanting to make a decision, right? So those are some of the meanings of the Two of Swords, because it has that girl with the 2 swords across. Now, when you're looking at the Two of Swords and you're looking at it in a now moment, you're just looking at it in an intuitive way, what is the action going on within the card? Okay, start speaking it aloud. Okay, there's a lady or a person here. They seem to be blindfolded. They have their arms across them. They maybe are sitting on their knees. It is a very cool tone kind of background to it. And then start thinking about how that person feels, because intuition is about feeling, right? So what is this person feeling? Well, they're probably feeling like they can't see, right? Because they have a blindfold. So what might that mean? They can't anticipate the future, right? They can't see ahead. Now, if they have their arms crossed in front of them, think about body language and think about body expression. If their arms are crossed in front of them, they're probably quite guarded, aren't they? They're really guarded. They're not really willing to open up. They're keeping things to themselves. They're almost sort of in a defensive position, aren't they? And then start looking about like the facial expressions or which ways they're looking. Are they looking directly ahead of themselves and facing things head on in a direct manner? Are they looking to the side? Are they looking to the left to maybe signify that they're thinking about the past or looking at the past? Are they looking to the right to maybe think about, are they thinking about the future? You know, what are some things that we can intuit from the body language, the scenery, the facial expressions, how that person is looking, where they're looking, right? How are they pictured? What are the theatrical clues? And how might those relate, number 3, to the situation of the client that you have in front of you. If you have a client in front of you that says they've been thinking about quitting their job, now take all of that intuitive information that you have gotten from the card and say, you know, maybe you've been feeling really defensive or not open about it. This is a secret you've been guarding and keeping to yourself. Maybe it's hard to see the future because you're, you know, feel like you're blindfolded, and maybe it just feels like something that's really uncomfortable for you. And then you can kind of go into the book meanings. Well, this card means that there is a decision in front of you where you don't like either option, but, you know, maybe, and then your intuition can kind of go in when it comes to the advice. So what could be some advice for that card? Well, maybe some intuitive advice could be, maybe you don't have to make a decision right now. Maybe right now is not a good time to make a decision. Maybe you need more information before a decision can be met. Or maybe there's another opportunity that might be coming along that will make your choice and decision about quitting your job more clear for you. Okay. So I hope this up on the Academy, www.theprofitablepsychic.com. It is called The Art of Intuitive Storytelling, and it is currently on sale. You would really like this workshop. If this is like information that's really useful to you in this video, I will show you actually how to get that information, what certain things might mean, and different things that you can pull on to gather intuitive information and to really help you deepen your tarot and oracle card readings. And when you can do that and you can stop relying on the book, stop relying on the cookie cutter meanings, then that's what's going to help you build up your intuition. And it might not feel very intuitive in the beginning, but once you become more comfortable with going through this process that I teach you in that workshop, then you will find that actually it becomes easier for your subconscious to kind of come up to the surface and give you those really juicy readings that I know that you're capable of, but maybe just don't understand or know how to arrive at that. So if you want to learn how to read more intuitively, I highly recommend grabbing my Art of Storytelling and Tarot workshop. I will see you in the next video. Bye.